we are introducing another organization to be commencing to start very, very soon. But we know, in spite of everything, that some of you will not understand, some of you will not get it. And so, we say this to all of you, that if you don't get it now, you will.
Never gonna get it, 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 never get
it. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, ladies and gents, I just want all of you to take the time to listen to Boys to Men. I know you don't like Boys to Men. The thing that you know about Boys to Men is end of the road. Now that we've come. Okay, we're going to talk about Boys to Men in just a second. We're going to let that play in the background. Let me let you guys know what's going on so that you can get an understanding. That's right, I said an understanding. We did an event in California I refer to as the conference. And I refer to it as an empowerment conference. That was our job, to empower the people, to let them know who they are, what power they had. Whew. Lord have mercy. I think we did a very good job of empowering the people with such information. But you know, some of them had the audacity. That's right, I said audacity. I don't know where that city is. I think you're saying or that city. That's what I said, audacity. Well, why not this city? Because it's audacity to criticize the funding. Said that we were making money. I told them no, we were losing money. They said, no, you gotta be making money. I said, really? So here's the breakdown. Did the math while we were driving from California back to Florida, because we drove from to Florida to California. That's right. Why? Why would you drive? Because there was 4 of us. And the cost would have been considerable had we flown. Round trip. But let's stop right there. Well, you could have taken Southwest Airlines. They're the cheapest airlines out. Southwest Airlines don't fly northeast. And one of our members came from northeast. So shut it up. Trying to tell us how to run our show when you can't even run your own. Sorry, that was not meant for everybody. So let me make this clear so that all of you understand. There were several of you who attended the event whose help and support was unmeasurable. There were several of you that I know for a fact that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. And you know that I have a tremendous amount of respect for you as well. You know that you caught my attention, and you know that you will always, always be exceptional to me. So none of this is directed at any of the individuals aforesaid. No, this is directed at those people who were a part of the group that attended the event. The ones who decided to complain over dinner, over lunch. See, they didn't complain during the event, and that's a good thing, because, you know, it would have caused me to have to explain things. So let's finish breaking down the math, shall we? Oh, you just really need to leave this alone. No, I'm not going to leave. You need to leave it alone. You need to leave it alone. You talk about it too much. No, they really need to know what went on, because some people said we made $15,000 off of them. $15,000? That don't add up. I know it doesn't add up. That's why we did the math. You did the math? Yes, we did the math. Well, how did you do the math? Because we rounded up to the nearest $10. On everything. On everything. That's right. Because we figured we would. Oh, I think you made a mistake right there. You said you rounded up to the nearest $10. I'm sorry. I meant we rounded down. Why? Because we had to, in our estimations, figure out what it was going to cost originally. And then what we did is we took $10 off every single one of the issues you see here, with the exception of the last one. I got to pause you because the last one has somebody's name on it, and we're not going to publicize that. 1 second. I'm sorry, you guys. I had to redo some things because the last item has one of the members of the commission on it. And I didn't want to put that person's name out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get it good and fine pointed. Do you see? Roughly $760 in fuel, and that was up until the state of Ohio. Doesn't include Louisiana, Mississippi, Florida. Okay? $760. The hotels. We stayed at 3 different hotels. The first hotel was when I arrived in Florida. We had to stay a night because I arrived a day early because of there's only one flight in and out of Puerto Rico by this airline. JetBlue. Very impressed with JetBlue, but we'll talk about JetBlue in a moment. Now, the next one was the copies of the documents for the event. For half of it, they were going to charge me $700. I literally had to yell at people over the phone to get them to reduce it. Copies would have cost us upwards of $1,200 had I not stepped in and argued and argued and argued, putting myself in dishonor because I'm trying to save costs. 97 people. So that means we had to copy all of the documents for the 97 people. Then plus the equipment needed for the event, $200, roughly $198. But, you know, like I said, what we did is we took some back. And so they brought it to $198, so we left that one at $200. We had 11 guests who entered without paying. Now let me let you know how that could happen so that everybody can understand exactly what went on. The first day, I was supposed to be there an hour early, but because I wasn't doing the driving, we were in a rental van. One of the members, after I told him I need to go, we need to go, sent 2 messengers to get his attention. We need to go. We get there 15 minutes before the start of the event. I told everyone that we would start on time, as in the past, as in the future, as in the present. However, that created a very big problem because although we started on time, it took us 15 minutes to file everybody back out and then to let them come back in. But because I wanted to speed up the process on bringing individuals in, I enlisted 2 members of the redress commission to help with the people's coming in. One of them let a family member in without paying both days. Another let her friends in without paying. They don't think I know this. They think that I'm ignorant and stupid. They didn't ask if it was okay. This wasn't their event. This was mine. But that's okay. That's okay. You all know me. I let things go. You haven't been letting it go. You've been talking about this over and over and over and over and over again. But there's a reason why I'm talking about this over and over and over and over again. Because people were saying that I was trying to take advantage of these people. And that really hurt. It hurt. How can it hurt somebody saying something? Well, although we put on this macho posture, please understand that it bothers us greatly. $2,000 is the average for the 11 guests who entered without paying. We have redone the math, and it turns out it was at least 13. but we're going to let that be. The minivan rental, $561, and the meals. Now, we ate along the way, and we didn't eat at the expensive places, but to understand 4 people, and we are traveling over 5,000 miles altogether, all total. For all the meals, for all the 9 days we were together, $230. No, we did not go to Red Lobster. No, we did not go to the Red Ribbon and all these other places. So that brings us to $5,440 average dollars spent up to that point. The hotel for the event charged $1,750. They did not provide the audio visual as we requested and as is included in the amount, but they gave argument and complaint and said that they never promised to provide audio. So now I have to give them the email where I specifically told them that I needed the audio visual. It's okay. Got it all documented because that's what I do. My airplane flight round trip from Puerto Rico to Florida, $389. Why $389? Well, I missed my flight. That's right, my returning flight. I missed it, but I'm going to tell y'all about that in a minute. Y'all just hold on. I'm going to tell y'all about it. Okay. We had 21 people who utilized the services of Western Union. Some people on the commission were complaining that some of the people didn't know how to do the money pack and that was an inconvenience. They wanted another source of payment, so we gave them Western Union. However, Western Union did not like the Brett, son of Isaac aspect of things, and so they gave us a difficult time. So 21 people, funds were held up by Western Union that we have not received as of yet. $3,100, which brings us to a total expenditures of $10,500. Our staff got in for free. Well, technically, you can't say free because they had services that they had to render, so they didn't get in for free. But they also got paid, not each, in total $150 on top of that. Didn't have enough to pay them more because, again, all of this, we're now in the negative, heavily. And before all of this weekend started, we had given $1,350 to one of the members of the Redress Commission because he was supposed to be helping us set up our foundation. Let's just say he didn't do what he promised to do. He took the monies and used it for his own personal use, which I would not have mind. However, he explicitly stated what he was going to do, and he failed to do it. Okay, those are the expenses. But you made $15,000. I need y'all to hold on. I got to answer the phone. So, un momento. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people have a hard time figuring. How in the world could you lose money? I thought y'all made $15,000. Yeah. There's a lot that goes into planning an event, and this event was planned at the last minute. So for those of you who think that people who plan stuff like this are making a killing, especially when they charge or ask for a contribution in as much as we was asking for a contribution, please understand that it's not like that at all. We had someone guarantee that there was going to be at least 100 members from her group that was going to be there. We knew that she couldn't produce that, so that's why I put the videos up for you guys to be there. And I also, those of you who will watch the Legal Redress Commission at redressright.org, please, I want to make sure you understand one thing because it is very important. Thank you for being there, those of you who were there, because you helped to balance the scales of ignorance. It was because of you that we didn't have the hecklers that we were prepared for. I would like to say is there was one young man, I believe he was from Armenia. I've emailed him a couple of times and I told him you can come across a little blunt at times, and he says he didn't mean to. Well, he showed up. I didn't know it was him at first until he started talking, but I immediately put a check to it. You know, I told him, you don't get to do that here. You don't get to interrupt this particular organization. This is my show, and I'm running this show. I am king over this here. And he stopped, he came, he apologized. I told him it wasn't him. And I want all of you to know that it wasn't him that those comments were directed at. It was directed at those people who had every intention on causing disruption. We had to put an end to that stupidity. Well, I'm told that he lost his father when he returned home, that once he arrived home, he was told that he had to go back to his family home, and I believe it is Armenia, because his father had passed. And I assure you that I am very sorry to hear that. And when I get an opportunity after he has returned, I will express my deep regret for his loss. So I just wanted to let you know that that was the only tragic event that happened that we are aware of. But everybody else seems to have made it home in one piece, and we're grateful. Even those of us who drove 5,000 miles was grateful that we did not get into any missed calls or close calls or accidents or anything. It's a lot of miles to travel. Okay. Let's keep everybody up to speed. What we're going to do is we're going to open up a folder because it's absolutely necessary. We're going to type in the word BELIEVE. Okay? We're going to keep that open. And by the way, I ain't going to blame it on the boogie, because what the is a boogie? Oh, I'm sorry. I should have known that stuff that comes out of your nose. No, not the snot, the other thing. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay, that's it. Yes, so I can't help it. This was our itinerary. We talked about status and standing, something that most people did not even have an idea was necessary. They don't even realize how important status and standing is. Many of them there had no clue. So we wanted to give people a clue because that's what we're finding. Your status. Who are you? Are you a collective entity? What is a collective entity? So we're going to go over that information again. Every last one of these points we're going to do a video on to help those who were at the event solidify that knowledge, round it off. And we're going to send every single one of them a link to the video so that they can, in their spare time, put the research together, put the thought together, so that they can convey what needs to be conveyed. Oh, that is so nice of you. No, that's not nice of me. That was the plan from the beginning. You cannot possibly cover all these points in 2 days. So we had to figure out a way of not taking up too many of our guests' time and too much of their time, but also a way to give them the information for where they could finish and solidify their research. What is considered monies within the United States and the world? We're going to rehash each of those videos that talked about money, and we're going to explain it all in one video. You get what I'm saying? All right. And then the other part was money orders, coupons, bills of exchange, site drafts, paid to the order of the United States Department of Treasury, 1789. and rebuttals and presumptions, how to handle each of those. That's what we're going to talk about in the upcoming videos, purposely for those individuals who were there. We're going to pause Mike for a second, okay? Because he's telling us don't blame it on the sunshine, the moonlight, blame it on the boogies. Okay, there's a lot of them out there. Okay, now what we are going to do, what we are going to do is play a song. Uh-oh, it says it crashed. Uh-oh.
This is a new day. Let's change the game. Look beyond the surface. Open up your heart, your mind, and soul. It's time to raise the line. Ethnic, gender, color. No suppression, no boundaries, no limits, just music. Forget.
Okay. I need you all to pay attention to this. I should have segued into this. This was a song that I downloaded. It's Boys to Men 20 and just the number 20. So what I did is I downloaded the whole album, but one day I just saw the word believe in, one of the song titles. So I said, I'm going to listen to it. And I'm listening to it. I want y'all to tell me if y'all hear what I hear as we read what we read. Y'all get it? Now, before we listen, no, I'm not going to be able to. I want to increase it, but you see how it goes beyond? So what we're going to do is we're going to keep it there, and we're going to follow along. Y'all just follow along now, you hear? Let's play it.
This is a new day. Let's change the game. Look beyond the surface. Open up your heart, your mind, and soul. It's time to raise the line. Ethnic, gender, color. No suppression, no boundaries, no limits, just music. Forget what you think you know about me.
Just imagine life without love. It would be like tears with no pain. Would be such a shame. 'Cause I can see it in your eyes. You want something to make you feel alive. And that's what we provide. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the words here. 'Cause I can see it in your eyes. You want something to make you feel alive. Crack, cocaine, weed, I don't know. And that's what we provide. No. Just imagine life without love. It would be like tears with no pain. Would be such a shame. 'Cause I can see it in your eyes. You want something to make you feel alive. Ladies and gentlemen, they're saying without whatever it is they're about to talk about, you need that to make you feel alive. Let's see what we got to make us feel alive. Anybody feel alive? Don't you feel lucky, punk? Well, do you? Believe in what? It says, just you wait and see. I'll make you believe. Really? Who's going to make somebody believe? It says we, so they need somebody to help them make this dream a reality. It says, let's make a brand new day. Change. Somebody talked about change. Who was it? Is on the way. We're going to be okay if we just believe. Let's find out what we're supposed to believe in, okay?
It ain't about what you know. It's about letting go of everything you thought this world should be. Reimagine it. It's never too late. We can change the fate of what will be.
Okay. It ain't about what you know. Some about letting go of everything you thought this world should be. See, it ain't about what you know. It's just about letting go about all the things you thought you knew. About waking up and the IRS being a fake organization, not really part of the government, and corporations make the world go around. It's not about all that. Everything you thought this world should be, we imaginate. Please go look up that word. That's interesting, ain't it? It's never too late. We can change the fate of what will be. Interesting. We are going to learn about what fate they're talking about. What fate can they be talking about? We're going to discuss that in just a moment. Y'all, hang on now, you hear? We almost there. This is a little bit faster, so we're going to let y'all pay attention.
No stereotypical agenda. Time to create a new world order. And with love we'll part the waters. Oh, no boundaries, sky is the limit. That's the way that it was in the beginning.
We're going to stop right there. Y'all see it. It's time to create a new world order. And with love, we'll part the waters that it says, oh, no boundaries. The sky is the limit. That's the way that it was in the beginning. Open your hearts and let love in it. If we do, we'll all be winning. Do you understand? There is no stereotypical agenda. Time to create a new world order. You should know that it ain't about color. Ladies and gentlemen, it's never been about color. It has been about the new world order. Did not Bush say, and we can create a new world order? A world of blah, 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 blah. This is Boyz II Men singing this. Lost a lot of respect when I heard this song, because all I heard was time to create a new world order, and I listened to it over again. I'm going to let y'all do the same so y'all can hear them talk about the new world order.
No boundaries, sky is the limit. That's the way that it was in the beginning. Open your heart and let love in it. If we do, we'll all be winning. No, just you wait and see. I'll make you believe we can make this dream a reality. Let's make a brand new day. Changes on the way. We gon' be okay if we just believe. Just you wait and see. I'll make you believe we can make this dream a reality. Let's make a brand new day. Changes on the way. We gon' be okay. Just believe.
Now they're going to start this section.
Believe in yourself. If it's not enough, believe in the music. It will help you change the life you're living and take the words I'm giving. If you receive, and I know you can believe. No stereotypical agenda. Time to create a new world order. And with love we'll part the waters. Oh, just you wait and see. I'll make you believe we can make this dream a reality. Let's make a brand new day. Changes on the way. We gon' be okay if you just you wait and see. I'll make you believe we can make a reality. Yeah. Let's make a brand new day. Brand new. Changes on the way. On the way. We gon' be okay if you just believe.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Boyz II Men telling you, just you wait and see. They'll make you believe that they will make whatever the dream was a reality. They're going to make it a brand new day because change, you better believe it's on the way. What are you supposed to be believing in? Belief. You really don't know, but I'm going to tell you that something that's a reality. In words, a word ending in ism signifies belief. Catholicism, Judaism, Islamism, and so many other isms out there, such as terrorism. Okay? All religion, all belief, all are based on belief. But the New World Order has its own religion, its own set of beliefs. You don't believe me? They said they're going to make you believe. It says, it ain't about what you know. Let's pay attention to that first sentence. It ain't about what you know. It's who you know. Of everything you thought this world should be. And let's look at the next line. We can change the fate of what will be. You see, they're going to change times and seasons. For some of you who have no clue as to the scriptures in the Bible and prophecy, it says that this entity, which creates this new world order, tries to change times and seasons. Why? Because there are prophecies that prophesied exactly what's going on. Not talking religion, talking only what's in Scripture. Not Nostradamus. God, man. Okay. It says you should know that it ain't about color. Time to create a new world order. And you notice I'm skipping every line because I didn't notice that until I was doing this video, that's where the information is. You should know that it ain't about color. Time to create a new world order. No boundaries. The sky is the limit. Open up your hearts and let love in it. What love? What love are they talking about? Now, it says, believe in yourself. If it's not enough, believe in the music, which is where they put all of their subliminal messages. And it will help you. Help you what? Help you to believe. Change the life you're living and take the words I'm giving. If you receive them, I know you can believe. Do you understand, ladies and gentlemen? That's what they've been doing. They've been putting this in songs and singing this in songs. And if you don't believe me, just go on YouTube. You can get the information all over regarding the words and songs, the special meaning of these words in these songs. Okay, that was just what I discovered. So as a recap, let's give you back the information we were talking about. The event that so many people were looking forward to, including me, did go off with some hitches, but for the most part, it went off pretty good and finished pretty good. We had some obstacles, and I do believe what we were able to do, we overcame each of those obstacles. I don't know, somebody told me that we shall overcome someday. Okay, also, the next 2 months will feature videos that will be entitled The Event Recap. Okay? Kneecap? How you going to do an event kneecap? I said recap. Recap. Why you want to put the cap back on something? Okay, let's continue. So those videos will be called the event recap. So we're going to ask that you pay attention for those, as we're going to try to send out emails to each one of you. Also, as far as the redress commission, please understand, we're about to do some restructuring and some correcting of some attitudes, because there's certain things that I don't put up with. As I told you, as a boss, I am no frills, no thrills. You do your job, and I don't have a problem. But when you start not doing your job, it causes me problems, then we have a problem. You got it? Yeah, I got it. I won't cause you no more problems. Ladies and gentlemen, Finally, there were several of you I asked to contact me after the event. I thought I would be back home, but I was so tired. In 18 days, excuse me, in 9 days, I only had 18 hours of sleep. Okay? And that's being as completely honest as I possibly can. The less sleep I have, the less focus I have mentally. So it takes a lot for me to refocus. What am I trying to say? I missed my flight today because of that. Because when I looked at the time, I was actually thinking of not 10:9:87. I was thinking of, no, sorry. See, I just did it again. I wasn't thinking of 10:11:12:13. I was thinking 10:9:87. So when I looked at the time, I actually, in my mind, counted backwards instead of counting forward, which had me at the airport an hour late and not an hour early. It wasn't the time difference. It was just a matter of there were so many distractions. The individuals who were there with me, there was one particular individual that I promised to pay. The only problem is, even though he knew what the issues were with the finances, he was still demanding payment. Still sending emails demanding payment. I'm sitting up here spending my last dime to stay in this hotel and to get myself back home, and all he's worried about is him getting paid. No concerns about me and the amount of money I've lost. He hasn't lost a dime. Everything was paid for. He has not lost a dime, but I have. I told you all about the settlement I had in New Mexico for $3,000. That's all gone. All gone. I received that settlement about a week before all of this was supposed to get started. It's all gone. Not because I spent it squanderingly on everything. No, it's gone for one reason. What's that reason? It's gone because I used it to help defray the expenses of this event. But I thought you said that people were saying that you were pocketing the monies. That's why. What did you do? I kept every receipt, all of them, because just in case somebody want to investigate, such as the powers that be, then I have the receipts showing what the expenses were. All of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how else to explain it to you. Some of you have been real loyal, and I am so grateful to have you as part of this and part of my team. And those of you who were there, who were loyal to the Redress Right organization, hey, thank you. God, thank you. You have no idea how much that means and how important that is. For those of you who don't give a about the Redress Right organization and or its founder, I'm sorry. Let me see. What was I trying to say? No, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let you use your imagination, what little bit of it you have. Because I could care less about you, your stupidity, and your ignorance. So that's our recap. Ladies and gentlemen, as soon as I get home, I'm going to ride that midnight train to Georgia. And I'm going to remember that a rose is just over the other side of the rainbow. Sorry, all endings to some songs and titles to songs. We want to thank you all for visiting us here at the Redress Right organization at redressright.org and YouTube channel at youtube.com/user/redressright. And at redress.skype. Now, many of you have been on Skype. I haven't been on Skype, and I probably won't be on Skype until Friday of this week because I needed a break. And right now, I'm trying to recoup some of the energy I lost. So bear with me, please. This morning, I thought today was Tuesday. not Wednesday. I didn't know it was Wednesday until 2 hours ago when I tried to readjust the clock on the computer. That's how busy I have been, and that's how much I'm trying to keep it all together. We're still together. Well, thank you all, and I'm going to ask that you have a good night. I'm going to try not to yawn again. But you always complain about your being tired. I'm sorry. Thank you once again. You all have a good... That wasn't very nice. You're just sitting up to say me, and I didn't do nothing. I was just reminding you of what you said. Well, you again, and again, and again, until you finally get the message. Oh, that is just so sick and stupid. Have a good evening, good night, good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing something revolutionary, something unusual, something that they said it couldn't be done. But look at what we have done. We have done it. We have changed the system, and we will continue to effect change. Why don't you jump on board and follow us as we continue to change the system?